So, you've decided to build your own PC. Where do you start?
Hi, I'm Paul, this is Diane. We are the PC Zombies. And watch this video if you want to know how to get started for your new PC build. I find if I can get these 5 questions answered, I know what the basic requirements are, I know where I have to do deeper research, and I'm ready to kickstart the project. What's the first question you need to know before you build a PC?
Who are you building the PC for?
Oh yeah, that's a good one, because if I'm building the PC for myself, I might do things a lot differently, and I know I'm going to be the guy providing the requirements. If you're building it for a friend, they're going to have the requirements.
The second item is, what are the primary uses of the PC?
Do you know you're going to be using it for just spreadsheets and browsing? Well, in that case, you probably don't have a lot of requirements for the PC. But if you know that the person is going to use the PC for video editing, programming, something complicated, architectural software, maybe there's all kinds of things, accounting systems, Salesforce automation system, gaming. Wow, why did we do gaming first?
I don't know.
But if you know that, you're probably hitting the limits of that PC, and you need to know what software you're using and what's going wrong.
Okay, this is the big one. This is the third item. What are the goals of the PC?
Yeah, this really drives things more than anything else, and especially if some of the goals are solving problems with your old PC, because if you know what your old PC problems are, you know how to go and research that to get those requirements as well. And so, for example, when I was building a PC for myself, the biggest issue was speed. And when I was building a PC for you last time, your biggest issue was what?
Noise.
She wanted a quiet PC.
Yes.
And is it quiet?
Oh, yes it is.
So you can solve these problems, but you need to know what's causing the noise, what's causing the speed problem. What I do is I have a list of goals that I try to tick off and ask the person who's going to have the PC what they care about. In the performance arena, does your old PC require more speed to work? Is the quality of the PC okay, or is it starting to crash a lot? Sometimes if it's crashing a lot, it's usually because you got low memory. If you get more memory, the program doesn't hit those limits and start crashing. The graphics working out for you? Do you need the graphics to be less choppy, or does it need to work faster? And the last kind of performance issue is the amount of storage you have. If your old PC is just always running out of disk space, then I need to know that so I can build a bigger one. What are the aesthetics issues, Di?
Looks. Is it going to be underneath your desk, or is it going to be shown like mine is in the main?
Right, or if you're at a corporation, looks don't matter at all.
No.
Unless you're doing it for the CEO.
Yeah. Next one is noise. How noisy is it? You want it to be quiet. And size is the third thing.
Right, how big is it? If you need a smaller computer, that's going to be a big challenge for the builder, because sometimes building in a small box is a much harder thing to do. Next, you got to identify your budget. This is the fourth item I like to figure out before I build a new PC. If I don't know the budget, I really can't do much of anything. I know your requirements, I know what you want to have solved, but how can I do it within the budget you gave us? And there's some tricks with the budget, right, Di?
You can buy used parts, or you can just take out your parts from your old PC.
Yeah, some of the parts may just move over. Maybe use the old power supply in the old case. That saves you a lot of money. Now you can buy the bigger graphics card. And finally, you could just put things off. You could say, oh, I'll buy that graphics card later. I'll buy that hard drive later.
That's a great idea.
What's the fifth issue, Di?
Guts. How ambitious are you going to be?
That's a good point. I mean, if you just want to be like this is your first PC or second PC, go for a beginner's build. Don't get too small a case. Get a big enough case you have room to work. If you got a little bit more guts, go for the water-cooled PC, where you can get an all-in-one water cooler. It's just a single product that, you know, it comes with the radiator already hooked up, the water's in it, you don't have to mess with anything. That's a little bit more of an intermediate step. Or just do the fancy aesthetics, like adding RGB lighting and things like that. That you can do in an intermediate build. And if you want to go for an extreme build, not extreme like super crazy, but just extreme like requires a lot more talent, then try doing an overclock build. You need the water cooling for an overclock build, but if you want, you could even go for the custom water loop, where the pipes are all inside your PC and it looks really cool, but it's really cool also degree-wise, so that the processor could go faster.
Those are the 5 decisions. Please subscribe.
Yes, and Diane loves those likes. Give us some likes. We'll have follow-on videos on how to do all of the things we're talking about here. But now that you have the requirements, should be no problem.
Nope.
Bye, guys.
Bye.